Seaboard, November 2025. A truss system consists of two angles 100 by 100 by 25 bar and cable 25 millimeters in diameter shown. Number 1, determine the force in member CG. Number 2, determine the stress in member CH. And number 3, if the allowable tensile stress in the cable is equal to 140 megapascal, what is the value of P in kilonewtons? Okay, so P here is acting at the middle of the truss at point H equal to 140 kilonewtons. The truss spans 12 meters and a height of 4 meters. So the top chord, the bottom chord, and the vertical members are made of two angles, 100 by 100 by 25 mm. So it's a double angle member. And then this cross bracing here are made up of 25 mm diameter cables. Now, cables can only resist tensile forces. That means some of these diagonal members will be zero. Okay, number 1, determine the force in member CG. CG is a cable, 25 mm in diameter. So since there are choices here, so that means CG should not be 0. But let's analyze first joint C and joint H and determine whether this is 0 or not. Let's start with joint C. Assuming first that CG and CI, which are cables, are 0, so if you sum up forces vertical, CH is also 0. Then using that and we transfer to joint H, say CH is 0, that means BH and HD should be in compression because this member should resist the load P 140 kilonewtons downward. So it should be upward or in compression to maintain equilibrium. But again, cables cannot resist compression forces. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. That means BH and HD should be the members that are 0. Because it makes sense, when BH and HD equals 0, the only force that is going to resist the 140 kilonewton load is CH. So that by summation of forces vertical, this is number 1, we will have CH minus P equals 0. That means CH is equal to P. By the way, P is given, it's equal to 140 kilonewtons. That will give us CH equals 140 kilonewtons. This is considering joint H. Then we go down at joint C. By the way, the slope for CG is 3 horizontal, 4 vertical, or a 3-4-5 triangle. So if I am going to sum up forces vertical equals 0, that will be vertical components of CG and CI minus CH. Vertical component of CG for a 3-4-5 triangle is 4/5 CG plus 4/5 of CI minus CH equals 0. But due to symmetry, CI is the same as or equal to CG. So this will be equal to CG. So this equation becomes, this CI can be substituted with CG. So therefore, this is 2 times 4/5 of CG, which is equal to 8/5. Or CG is equal to 5/8 of CH. And that's equal to, in kilonewtons, 87.5 kilonewtons. Let's see. 87.5, that's letter A. Number 2, determine the stress in member CH. I think we have already solved CH. Yeah, CH is 140 kilonewtons. If we are going to find the stress, that means we need the area of the double angle. Because CH is this one here, this vertical member. That's made up of two angles, 100 by 100 by 25. Area sub CH is equal to 100 mm times 25. So that's this one, 100 times 25. This rectangle here. So that means the remaining rectangle will only have 75 for its length plus 75 mm times 25 mm. So that's the area of one angle. So we are going to multiply this by 2 because it's a double angle. Times 2 equals, let's express that in square millimeters. 8,750 square millimeters. So the stress in CH is equal to CH divided by A sub CH equals in megapascal, 16 megapascal. Letter A again. Number 3, if the allowable tensile stress in the cable is equal to 140 megapascal, what is the value of P in kilonewtons? For number 3, I think we can use this equation here. That is from summation of forces vertical at joint C. That's 8/5 of CG equals CH because we know that CH is equal to P. This one here. Okay, so let's use this equation. Let's copy that. Put it here. And then we know that CH is equal to P. That means P is equal to 8/5 of CG. Now, we are given the allowable tensile stress in the cable 140 megapascal. So, let us express CG in terms of stress. So, CG is stress times area. So, this is equal to 8 over 5 times allowable stress in CG times the cross-sectional area of member CG. We are given the stress in CG that's equal to 140 megapascal. And then we're given the diameter of the cable, that means the area, CG equals pi times the diameter, which is 25 millimeters square divided by 4. In square millimeters, that's 490.874 square millimeters. So we can now solve P. P equals 109.956 kilonewtons or 110. That's letter B. So our answers are, for number 1 is letter A, it is 7.5. For number 2, letter A, again 16 megapascals. And number 3, that's letter B, 110 kilonewtons.